YouTube. All right, after I park this trailer, you know, dropping this empty off real quick, I'm gonna get back to y'all about trip planning, but this time it's gonna be about settlements and how I'm using this example that I'm currently doing now on how on some trips you don't have to fuel at all. You can just simply just use the fuel from your last trip to pretty much get a full profit on the trip that you got now. So all right, I'm gonna put you on pause so I can put this trailer in, and I'll be right back with y'all real briefly, so hold on. All right, y'all, I'm back. Hey y'all, I've got my coat, got my warm prime, got my coat, baby. This thing is warm too. But yeah, every time you get a trailer and you know, you dropping it, you always want to do your drop reports on your Qualcomm. Like, a lot of drivers probably try not to do it, but then that means you're not doing your job right. So what you do is, I gotta get this trash, gotta throw my trash away. But what you do is, I don't know if y'all can see it, but you go to, the sun is so shiny, you go to compose and you go to macro 55. That's your drop trailer report. So you're always supposed to do a pickup report and a drop trailer report. So let's see, one. So, you know, especially if you do the pickup report, so if anything happened to your trailer, you know, you documented it, so you know you're not responsible for anything that is to occur. So you just gotta keep track of everything. So this is part of what your macros is for. So all right, let me finish this, and this will be the last pause, I promise. I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. All right, now as far as trip planning, I went over most of the other stuff that you need to know to even start trip planning in the first place. So this one, I just thought I'd tell you guys, because I think this is mainly for people that's leasing, because if you company, you really don't have to worry about this. But for lease people probably only, or even on the ops, and I'm sure on the ops, if you're on the ops, you probably been knowing this. But obviously, like my last trip, you know, I always fuel trip by trip. So I tend to calculate the miles, you know, times, you know, the miles times the settlement, which gives me a ballpark of how many gallons I should fill. But I always fill a little extra, so I'll have enough to get to, maybe I gotta go to an empty, like the empty location might be 200 miles away, or it might be 150 miles away. So a lot of times I want to have enough fuel to where I don't have to stop, because the more you have to stop, you know, to get fuel or stop for any reason, that dig into your appointment times or times that you could have had to where you're at the ship or receiver, you're there to load, unload, and get started to the next trip. So I try to minimize stop times, because the more you minimize stop times too, it actually saves you fuel, because the more you stop, the more it takes for your truck to start back up. So you kind of losing MPGs. So a lot of times I'll fuel a little extra to where that extra is actually my next trip to where I don't have to fuel. So I got this load assignment. I don't know if y'all can see it, but this load assignment, it was only 4 miles away. 4 miles away to the shipper, and there's only 198 miles to deliver. So for 198 miles, shit, I only need, shoot, probably 30 gallons to get there, and I got more than that in my tank. See, let me show y'all something. Like, as you drive your truck, you get to know your truck, and you getting to know your truck is counting fuel. So, you know, I done learned how many each quarter, I done learned how much each quarter holds. So each quarter in my Freightliner Cascadia holds about 50 gallons average. It's just an average ballpark. I notice about every 50 gallons it's burned, so I know. So let me show you. Let me see. Matter of fact, let me turn my truck on so I can even show y'all where I'm at, just to prove to y'all that I ain't got to fuel this trip. So all the money I get off that settlement is pure profit. Pure profit. So let me see. yeah, so like I was trying to tell y'all, each quarter for me is 50 gallons. So, you know, obviously my tanks hold 200 gallons. So a half a tank is 100 gallons, and then a full tank, it's the 200 gallons. So I got a quarter tank. I got more than 30 gallons. I got more than 30 gallons to make that trip and still have enough to go get fuel for the next trip. Because a lot of times too, when you get towards the end of your pay cutoff, and your pay cutoff for Prime is Tuesday. I think it's Tuesday at 6 p.m. So tomorrow's Tuesday. So towards the end of the week, I'm not trying to spend no type of money that I don't have to, not on fuel or nothing. So whatever trip's coming in, I need to maximize trying to profit all of that. So this trip paid like $600. I think it was $600, and it's only going like 200 miles. So that's well over $2 and something per mile. So that's not bad. And I can turn that over, have that there by tomorrow morning. So that's less than a 24-hour turnover, which is great. So like I said, if you feel right, and because you don't never want to just feel just that amount for that trip. You want to feel, you know, a couple gallons over, like I said, in case you got to use that to get to your shipper or your empty miles. Like, you got to have fuel to get there. I mean, you can not fill and then just have to try to waste time going to a fuel station when you can already have fuel to at least get to pick it up, and then go fuel after you pick it up to you know, get the fuel and then go to deliver. So I mean, sometimes you might be a little bit off with your calculations, but for the most part, if you always feel a little bit over the trip that you need, you can always win with that, especially when you're in the beginning of the week. Because when you're in the beginning of the week, you know, if you feel over, a lot of times it's going to go towards the next trip anywho. So yeah, like towards the end of payroll for Prime, which is Tuesday, try to save all the money you can. Try to let your last field day be Sunday or something like that. So that way, you know, whatever trips you get, you pretty much profit in all of that. Like, I'm going to have another good week. For this to be a slow season, my week is going to be a solid week. It's not going to be like the top of what I've topped out, but sure, I should get at least $4,000 in revenue. That's just revenue. Like, revenue is what you make before deduction. So obviously I got my fixed costs. So 4,000, when I say 4,000 in revenue, that's just what I get before they take everything out. Like, you got your fuel that comes out, your truck payment, you know, all the other business stuff that Prime deduct. So out of that $4,000, I might bring home probably $1,200 or $1,500. I don't know. I got to sit down and look at my paperwork. So yeah, not so bad. That's pretty much the average around this season for us lease drivers is $1,200 to $2,000 until it pick back up again a week take home. So all right, y'all, just thought I'd share that with y'all, and I'll be getting back with y'all in a little bit. Let's love each other, not judge each other. I had another hater this morning and I'm gonna laugh at you, sucker. He was like, I hate your stud dad, B-I-T-C-H. I'm getting tired of your videos. So if you're tired of them, then what you doing watching them? If you don't like it, then don't freaking watch it. All right, y'all. I'm telling you guys, they be trying me. They be trying me, YouTube. They be trying me. They be trying me. I'm telling you, if I could see some of these heads, I'll pimp slap the hell out. Get out there on the streets and make my money talking that junk to me. You know what? Got pimp on the scene. I'm Pinky Milker. Psych. Let me stop. I'm gonna stop. All right, time's of the essence. Let's make better time of it. And hopefully I won't be using my time to pimp slap these dang trolls. Bump all y'all trolls. Matter of fact, I'm gonna do that. Give you the finger. All y'all trolls, take this with y'all. Deuces.